In this edition of One Weekly, the Warrior Christian Lee, Alibek Rasulov's historic debut, Mayssa Bastos' explosive grappling, and Jonathan DeBella's kickboxing clinic. Welcome to One Weekly. On the 7th of September, One Championship will host another unforgettable night of elite martial arts action with One Fight Night 26. The One Lightweight MMA World title hangs in the balance as reigning king Christian Lee battles Alibek Rasulov in the main event. At just 20 years old, Christian Lee achieved world champion status when he defeated Japanese icon Shinya Aoki for the lightweight MMA belt. Arguably the most successful lightweight champion in the promotion's history, he next set his sights on dominating another division. In November 2022, the Warrior moved up in weight and challenged for the welterweight crown against Kiamrian Abbaso. The first round saw intense back-and-forth action as Abbaso played the aggressor, and he caught Lee with a massive left hook. The lightweight champion showed durability and weathered the storm.
Still 75 seconds for Lee to try to somehow survive.
He returned fire with a takedown and ended the round in top position.
30 seconds in round one. Takedown Lee. Oh wow.
The Warrior tried to turn the tide by imposing his wrestling in round two.
Elbows with the left and right. Pummeling Abbaso. Christian Lee has turned the tide here in this round.
Both men continued to trade big shots in the third round. Lee looked to make a complete comeback in round four.
You just see the respect between these two guys as they touch gloves.
I like that jab for Christian Lee. That's good money in the bank right there. At this point, our unofficial judge, Rich Franklin, has Christian Lee slightly ahead. But that game-changing power of Abbaso can swiftly turn the tide in his favor.
Well, this is still anybody's match, man. Don't get me wrong. This is razor.
Nice right from Kiamrian Abbaso.
That was on the side of the head, too, man. I've seen Abbaso put down a lot of people with that shot. And I've also seen Christian Lee put out people with that right hand. These guys are taking each other's best weapons.
Yeah, Lee went with a 1-2 and took one on his way out. A minute into round four. 9 minutes left in this fight if it goes the distance.
I like seeing this head movement from Christian and this little bit of footwork. He's got his right hand high, protecting himself. Those are the instructions his dad gave him between rounds, his coach, and already taking less damage in this round.
Nice knee to the body there from Lee.
And he's also going after that right side, too, right by the liver, just trying to take a little bit more of the wind from the former champ, Abbaso. Christian has a little bit more pep in his step.
Yeah.
Still looks a little bit fresher, slightly, but it's almost like it's energizing Abbaso, and Abbaso is able to look a little bit lighter on his feet as well. See how he overextends when he throws the right? His feet aren't coming with him. When Christian Lee throws it, his feet follow him. He has much better balance when he's throwing these shots.
Lee with a jab and then follows up with a right.
To that point, Abbaso missed that lead hook, left himself out of position, and Christian was able to counter with the right hand.
Right hook from Lee, then a straight right, then a barrage from Christian Lee. Nearing the midpoint of this fourth round.
I just like that setup. He feinted across and then threw that switch kick with the lead leg.
Yeah, I want to see Christian utilize those kicks again, man. He's only really going headhunting with the kicks, but I wouldn't mind seeing him attack the legs because you can see just how beat up Kiamrian Abbasov's lead leg is, right? Looks like a bag of hamburger meat.
Takes a shot to the body there for good measure. Outside leg kick as they trade here in the one circle.
Now he's starting to go after that lead leg. Yep.
Yes, 3 in a row for Christian Lee, the lead leg of Abbaso. And another, another for Christian Lee.
The calf. He's going below the knee on that.
Crushing the calf right now, tenderizing that lead leg of Abbaso.
Abbaso is having trouble moving.
2 minutes in round 4 of this world title fight. Welterweight division here in ONE Championship. Abbaso is tired. You can see it in his body language, in his face. Christian Lee once again coming forward with a big knee to the body.
Knees to the body are paying good returns right now.
I've never seen him go downstairs with his hands to the body. He's coming upstairs, but man, when he's on the inside, the opening is there for the body. Nice elbow.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
3, 4 elbow, 5 elbows.
Abbasov's hurt.
3 to the head of Abbaso. Massive elbows, about 10 of them from Christian Lee.
The Brazen keeps coming back. He's still staying in it, right? He'll take a few shots, but then he'll throw one.
Lee now for the double. He shoots in and takes him down.
Easily steps over into a mount like hot knife through butter.
He's got a minute to work.
Ground and pound Lee. Heavy elbows.
This may be the beginning of the ending right here.
Abbaso under siege on his back, taking heavy elbows.
Nothing's really getting through, but now they are.
Yeah, now he's going after the body to try to stop it, but
What a comeback.
Lee is a 2-division world champion.
What a comeback after that first round.
wow. Doubt me no more.
After capturing his second belt, the Warrior returns to the lightweight division to square off against the most dangerous challenger to his throne. A freestyle wrestler who also trained in Muay Thai, Dagestani sensation Alibeg Rasulov achieved impressive undefeated records in Europe. In July 2024, he made his ONE debut and squared off against former lightweight king Okre Yoon. A classic striker versus grappler match saw both men trade leg kicks before Rasulov closed the distance and shot for a takedown.
Both men exchanging kicks to begin this first round, Mitch.
Yeah, Rasulov is a very good kicker. Right now Oak's got that 50-50 position, and it prevents him,
And a takedown here for Rasulov.
The South Korean continued to throw boxing attacks before Rasulov entered the clinch and created damage with his hooks and uppercuts.
Rasulov right in the chest of Okre Yoon.
Keeps touching that.
There's a right hand by Rasulov, followed by a left hook.
Rasulov picked up the pace, entering the championship rounds.
That was a good third round for him. Good 5 minutes. He's able to do this, right? Land short shots, good boxing exchanges, applying a lot of pressure, doing work inside the clinch. Look at that overhand right. Trying to exchange with him.
Stiff jab there by Okre Yoon, but Rasulov certainly has the momentum here as we begin the fourth round, Mitch.
Yeah, that clinch is a very good position for him. He's doing a great job of landing short shots. We saw in the replays the elbow like that. Just catching Oak in the transition and trying to have good positions to land those short shots. Nice jab landed by Okre Yoon in the corner. Alibeg, Rasulov pressures forward. A nice clean elbow. Question his gas tank. He's never been into the championship rounds before, but here we're seeing him. It looks to be fading. Looks to be really trying to apply that pressure to Okre Yoon.
Mitch, if you're Okre Yoon, do you want to see more of a sense of urgency? There's a spinning back elbow that missed for Okre Yoon, then he throws the right hand over the top.
You'd like to see a sense of urgency from both these guys coming into the final rounds here. And a lot of it has been done in this position right here, inside that clinch. And he needs to kind of create some space and do a little bit more activity. He's kind of getting beat up inside the clinch. There's a couple quick rabbit punches, trying to land a hook. Rasulov is good inside that clinch, Ray.
Well, you could just, as you look at the face match of Okre Yoon, it seems to start to, it's starting to wear upon Okre Yoon the pressure of Rasulov.
I think one of those elbows opened him up. Now he's leaking. Pretty significantly.
I believe it's on the bridge of the nose, it would appear, of Okre Yoon. But man, These two are just going to battle here. They are fighting in the trenches. They're coming up on the middleweight point of the 4th round. He's on the inside.
Alibeg getting attacked to the body, frames off, but good clinch work.
What an inside battle.
Good job with the collar ties, the elbows, you know, catches Oak in the transition as he's trying to bring his hand up. He gets caught. Very wear and tear battle here going on.
It's a war of wills between Okray Yun and Alibeg Rasulov.
Man, 100, just a war of attrition. Such a grueling style fight too. Just the Alibeg hanging on Oak like that.
It's a physically demanding fight as well.
Yeah, it is. That's one of the hardest parts about mixed martial arts is the grappling, is the clinch work, is the wrestling. If you're an experienced striker like Oak is, you can sit at range and pick people off and keep coming, but...
Tanding call. We resume with time, but that is pretty much right in the center of the forehead. More so, and that is problematic for Okray Yun. And now Rasulov going right after Okray Yun.
Good dirty boxing. Grabbing the plum, touching him with the uppercuts. I think Rasulov is just mean inside that clinch.
Undoubtedly. And he's just so relentless, Mitch. Rayun coming forward, trying to throw something significant. An elbow on the inside by Rasulov.
Oak tries to answer back with 1 minute to go here in this 4th round. Oh, nice shot. Landed by Oak with the elbow, but Rasulov retaliates. Oak tries to fire off some back foot striking, but Rasulov able to smother him.
He's on the inside by Okray Yun, but some dirty boxing here between these two. Under 30 seconds remaining in the 4th round.
Come on, work. Yeah, Oak's trying to get Rasulov off of him, but it's like struggling inside a fishing net. You've been swimming and caught in a net. I don't know if you're like that, Ray, but out there in Chicago in the rivers. But I was caught in a fishing net once, and it just feels like you're just, the more you struggle, the deeper it gets, right? The more entangled you get, and that's kind of what's happening to Oak here. The more he's trying to fight it off, he keeps getting drawn deeper and deeper into the web of Rasulov.
Rasulov's relentless style proved enough to pull off an upset victory.
Your winner by unanimous decision, Alibeg Rasulov.
The stage is set for Christian Lee and Alibeg Rasulov to battle for the one lightweight MMA World Championship in the main event of One Fight Night 26. The stacked card also features the epic rematch for the one atomweight submission grappling world championship between Mayssa Bastos and Danielle Kelly. Still to come, Mayssa Bastos and Jonathan DeBella rise above their competition. You are watching One Weekly. Welcome back to One Weekly. One Championship returns to the legendary Lumpini Stadium in Bangkok with One Fight Night 26 on the 7th of December. Mayssa Bastos and Danielle Kelly co-headline the blockbuster card as they battle for the one atomweight submission grappling world championship. Born in southeast Brazil, Mayssa Bastos practiced judo before starting in BJJ and soon won almost every major BJJ tournament in the gi and no gi. She was already established as one of the all-time greats when she joined One in March 2024. Bastos looked to make more history as the first Brazilian submission queen when she challenged American star Danielle Kelly for the prestigious One Atomweight World title.
This is the biggest moment of my career. It's always been my dream to be a champion.
This is my time.
Bastos, the 9-time BJJ world champion. Over the course of her career, she has competed over 500 times.
I was born in Niterói, a city in Rio de Janeiro. My family always tried a lot of sport. Jiu-Jitsu was the way that I found to express myself. From the first day that I started, I fell in love with Jiu-Jitsu, and I was watching the black belts competing the biggest competition. I was able to see myself accomplish that. I moved to the US because I felt that I had more opportunity to live as a professional athlete. It was a hard decision because I always dreamed being a professional. I knew that being here would help me to grow. I'm happy with the decision that I made.
If you look up her resume, on paper, she's definitely better than me. She's very well respected. I respect her as a grappler. I'm a huge underdog in this match. I'm gonna be overlooked, and that gives me a lot of motivation.
When I learned that I was fighting Danielle for the title, I was super excited. She has the pressure because she's the champion, and everyone expects her to defend the title.
I stopped putting pressure on myself, and that's what made me a better grappler, especially going to this match. I'm not gonna worry about what she's accomplished, how many titles she's won. She's definitely beatable. I'm looking to just break anything she gives me.
Kelly looking for the submission.
I want to be the best 115-pounder of all time, and by beating Mayssa Bastos, I will prove that.
I wanted this belt because it's one I don't have and is on the biggest stage in the world. Winning this fight will make me the first ever Brazilian submission grappling world champion in one history. This victory will bring honor to my country.
I'm going for the win, so I can be able to say I've defended my belt. Selling for less is for the weak. I am not a weak person, and I can't wait to prove that against Mayssa Bastos.
Bastos came out fast and proved why she's arguably the best back taker in the sport.
Bastos, she's the one that's truly trying to attack. She's the one pulling in for arms. She's being very aggressive, but Kelly's right there with her, matching her move for move, right? But a little bit more defensive pressure. Bastos' guard is kind of like a spider web. It's just very intricate, constantly moving, and the details are so minute, right? As Kelly tries to step in there and attack a leg, she goes in for a heel hook.
Heel hook attempt for Danielle Kelly.
I think I heard Herb Dean award her a catch. So those are points on the board for Kelly.
Bastos looking for the submission on Danielle Kelly.
The knee was safe. Good job from Kelly to keep her knee line away from Bastos and not put her foot in danger there. Bastos again trying to invert, looking to attack those legs.
Danielle Kelly going right back on the attack against Mayssa Bastos. Bastos rolling through, trying to grab a hold. They're both trying to grab a hold of a leg of their own. Bastos trying to create something and grab a hold of a leg of Danielle Kelly, the champion. Under 90 seconds remaining.
Catch.
And the catch has been called by Herb Dean.
Oh, that's points on the board for Bastos. Herb Dean awarded the catch. Now it's the judge's discretion. Now it's going to come down to aggression, but there's still 1 minute left to go.
High drama here in Bangkok at Fight Night 24 between the champion Danielle Kelly and Mayssa Bastos.
Kelly diving for a submission attempt here, trying to attack the legs of Mayssa Bastos as Bastos is defending well so far. The corner of Kelly is right there, encouraging her and telling her exactly what she needs to do. 30 seconds to go, Ray.
The Atomweight Submission Grappling World Championship hangs in the balance. Bastos attacking the leg of Danielle Kelly. Oh my goodness! Look at that submission attempt.
They're both going
for it. In the final moments, who's going to be able to prevail? Will it be the champion Danielle Kelly from the United States, or will it be Brazil's Mayssa Bastos? And we will go to the judges. Wow!
Your winner by unanimous decision, and new undisputed one atomweight submission grappling champion of the world.
After winning the belt, Mayssa Bastos is set to make her first title defense against the woman she defeated to win the gold, Danielle Kelly. Two of the world's best submission grapplers rekindle their rivalry for the atomweight gold at ONE Fight Night 26. A bout that could also steal the show features Jonathan DeBella versus Rui Botelho in strawweight kickboxing. Italian-Canadian Jonathan DeBella arrived in ONE in October 2022 with a clean 10-0 record. He extended his perfect win streak and defeated Chinese standout Zhang Peimian to become the inaugural ONE strawweight kickboxing world champion. For his first title defense, DeBella took on Thai Australian brawler Daniel Mini T. Williams. The defending champion set the tone early as he wobbled Williams with a strong head kick.
DeBella is touching him up in the first.
He also showcased his quick boxing techniques
DeBella and another one that rocked Williams.
as Williams replied with his own powerful kicks. The lightning-fast striking exchange kept up in the third round.
Beautiful combination there, double jab from the inside,
DeBella's relentless attacks continued to dominate Mini T in round 4.
Maybe that 1-2 just to get DeBella to cover up so that when he throws that leg kick, he's not eating punches by doing it. Now he's starting to put something in front of it, but he's eating a few shots on the aftermath.
Yeah, he's walking into range here. You know, you can't be in range without throwing something. You're entering a conversation without speaking, basically.
Do you think Danny Williams is feeling like a sense of urgency here as we start the fourth?
He should feel a sense of urgency. This is more than likely at a point where he's going to have to put Jonathan DeBella away in order to win this match. That depends on, you know, I'm not keeping a count on how many kicks he's actually landed. But when I watch these combinations from DeBella, even angling off and taking the stance out of Mini T or making Mini T move the way that he is, I can't see it.
Spinning a back fist for DeBella and a right hook to boot.
This is Mini T right here getting emotional. He needs to back out of that. He talked about that this week in the fight interview.
Daniel Williams trying to get active, but he is getting hammered. He ate a right hook from the champion.
Beautiful counter shot by DeBella.
Yeah, DeBella took a good right hand on the chin from Mini T, but Mini T had to pay for it.
Williams starting to sit down on his shots, Ray. Williams has gone to southpaw stance, trying to use another tactic to attack the champion.
Yeah, he's done this several times in this match. That's how DeBella's lead leg has gotten chewed up so terribly.
There's a left that landed for DeBella. Right hook as well.
Keep in mind, DeBella does make good reads later in the fight. He's still got that knockout power with him in those championship rounds, so Mayt's got to stay very careful here. He starts dropping those hands, and that head kick might be coming right up top.
Yeah, we saw what DeBella did angling off against ZPM.
30 seconds left in the fourth round.
Under 30 seconds remaining here in the fourth. Still Daniel Williams trying to put together more prolonged offense.
You know, Williams talked to us about being composed, being strategic, but does he need to throw caution to the wind at this point and just start to let it go?
Yeah, I believe so.
There's a leg
Nice
kick
inside
there.
leg kick taken out the leg. I believe so, Mitch. I believe that he's at that point where coming out into this final round.
The kickboxing masterclass extended into the final round, and Jonathan DeBella retained his throne.
Your winner by unanimous decision, and still undisputed ONE strawweight kickboxing champion of the world, Jonathan DeBella.
After a short reign, he looks to regain his spot on top of the strawweight division when he faces European kickboxing champion Rui Vitello at One Fight Night 26 on the 7th of December. The blockbuster card also features the atomweight submission grappling world title rematch between Mayssa Bastos and Danielle Kelly. And in the main event, Christian Lee battles Alibeg Rasulov for the One Lightweight MMA gold. Thank you for watching One Weekly.